Alright, so let's talk about Stride Fates. Since releasing 4 months ago, Stride Fates has received a lot of updates, getting a mixed reality experience, a slight graphical update, and a major DLC patch called Concrete Jungle. Initially, when the game released, I reviewed and released a video on it. To recap the video, I didn't like Stride Fates. My reasoning is a combination of things, from the AI voices, corny dialogue.
Do you know how do you look when you're in cyberspace?
Judging by your tone, it must be amusing.
Standing frozen with your phone at the cyberlock, like a robot, eyes glowing.
I hope there won't be anyone eager to take a selfie with me.
Bugs, game crashes, deleted saves, generic story, worse parkour, and ledge grabbing than the first Stride game. The developer Joyway deviated from the formula and strode along and somehow made a worse parkour game than the original. Also, to my surprise, the developer commented on my video, and though they deleted their comment, I should have screenshot it. They basically said they would redo the voice lines entirely and continue improving the game through updates, though the direction of Stride Fates feels all over the place, and this sequel focuses more on combat than what made it great, the parkour. I'm not hating just to hate, as on the Quest store, Stride Fates reviewed pretty well and continues to do so. People legitimately love the game and praise it as one of the best games in VR. I want to give the game a chance, as one of my first VR games I ever purchased to play in VR was Stride on my Rift S. Stride is now a dead game, but it's one of my favorite games in VR, as no other VR game does movement locomotion like it. Then comes the sequel 3 years later, Stride Fates, that is supposed to deliver the same experience at a larger scale with a full campaign. It delivers large-scale environments, but they're sort of lifeless, though in the graphics department it actually looks pretty good for a Quest game. It's one of the better looking games for sure, while the game runs at a stable 72 Hz. Also, they did add shadows, including them to the AI girl chick in the game, which is funny now talking about it since she's basically a hologram, and added shadows to enemies depending on the environment. The graphical upgrades are good, but I don't think it warrants an entire side-by-side review. It mostly still looks and feels the same. In re-reviewing this game, it was hard for me because playing felt like a chore. I legitimately tried the game a few dozen times trying to complete the story, to no avail, until the free DLC expansion Concrete Jungle just came out. It slightly changed my mind, but still, the AI voices in the game make you want to pull your hair out. I still can't bring myself to finish the campaign, as in hand with the game's design, you have to hear the voices in order to know what to do next. A lot of what I said previously still holds true, but Concrete Jungle returns to what made the game a hit, that being the parkour. The DLC brings a large open location where the main story continues, which you can explore at your own pace, slightly open world as everything is generated rendered as you explore. In the update, it also brings a wingsuit to glide around in the slums, which is pretty fun to use when it works, speeding up the gameplay. It also brings 20 missions that, if you ever played a Ubisoft title, are there to fill up time. They are slightly creative, still corny along with them being AI voiced, and it allows you to explore and move at your own pace. I'm also not completely against AI voices, as one of my favorite games to use AI voice commentators, The Finals, does a good job utilizing them. Until the developer said they were AI voices, no one really noticed, and it doesn't detract from the core game. In Stride Fates, I would say the AI implementation is some of the worst and painstakingly annoying, but I won't lie, I had a bit of fun with this update, but it's still very janky. Muting character dialogue, as well as putting on a pair of earbuds with some of your favorite tracks, it one-ups the immersion in VR. An open creative sandbox with mini objectives is where Stride Fates shines. Moving from rooftop to rooftop, ledge to ledge is fun, and in this game, if you know anything about the developer Joyway, they have a history of abandoning its games. Stride seems to be the exception. It's their main breadwinner, and it's worth applauding them for continuing support. This game still has a half to a year more of continued updates. The DLC is worth checking out if you already have the game, and it's extensive. The quests in the mode consist of you being an Amazon delivery guy, handyman, and a superhero as you uncover the secret weapon of the enemies named Skulls. In the missions, you deliver beers, medicine, Valentine gifts, plushies, and you fend off people trying to hack into your reality. When the game detracts from taking itself seriously and has fun, it suddenly becomes enjoyable again. There is a mission where a sick girl communicates to you and the AI voice is just cringeworthy, dude. Listen to it.
Today is my birthday. 10 years. I really wanted a plushie.
Task accepted. Wait for me. I'll be back soon.
Joyway, if you need voice acting, I'll gladly do it for free, but anything is better than AI voices. The game has potential, but the developers keep taking shortcuts, and that for me is where the game misses the mark time and time again. After my session, I jumped to the original Stride to see if it still holds up, and the controls are much tighter, responsive, and it most likely has to do with the world's scale. Is Stride Fates worth it? That depends on who you ask, and to me, it should be priced more along $15 to $20, not $30. Usually Meta runs store deals, or you can use a referral code. If the game continues to bring out free updates like Concrete Jungle, bringing large semi-open world areas for the player to explore at their own pace, it becomes much easier to recommend and play through, as the base campaign to me as a fan of Stride is a massive waste of potential. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say until they bring another huge update or actually redo all the voice lines with real voice actors. It's a sealed deal. Leave a like or dislike on this video, leave a comment. I want to hear from people that tried both games, and looking at the reviews, it seems that I'm not the only one that thinks the parkour mechanics got worse with Fates. And subscribe to the next video. See ya.